Fuji X100VI is undoubtedly a great camera. It offers plenty of premium features that can really enhance your photography experience. Trying to come up with a worthy alternative to the X100VI, and after some careful consideration, I think I finally found a similar setup using Micro Four Thirds camera and lens that is cheaper, can provide you with similar basic experience to the X100VI. I would even argue that this setup will provide you with some unique benefits that you won't get with the X100VI. Fujifilm X100VI. Who doesn't know about Fujifilm? I think they are one of the most famous camera brands in the market right now. And everybody also knows about the X100 Mark VI. I think it's a great camera. It has plenty of premium features that will undoubtedly help to improve your photography experience. However, if there's one thing that I don't like from the X100VI is that it's expensive. Today, I want to share an alternative to the Fujifilm X100VI that features a Micro Four Thirds camera and lens. Anyway, this video is not sponsored by anyone. And just to let you know, I'm a big fan of Micro Four Thirds camera system. I just love Micro Four Thirds so much, and that's why I want to feature Micro Four Thirds. But in this video, you will also learn why I chose Micro Four Thirds as an alternative to the X100VI. You'll see that there are some benefits that you will get if you're going the Micro Four Thirds route. The whole essence of the Fujifilm X100VI comes down to the combination of a rangefinder style camera body and the built-in 35mm equivalent lens on it. Now, to keep it in the spirit of rangefinder, it's essential to keep the camera lightweight and compact, preferably with electronic viewfinder of some sort, and also it must have enough horsepower in terms of performance and image quality. Now it's time for me to reveal my Micro Four Thirds setup for the alternative to the X100VI, and let's start with the camera. The camera that I will use today is the Panasonic Lumix GX85, an excellent Micro Four Thirds camera. You can also upgrade a little bit and go with the Panasonic Lumix GX9. It will have a very similar form factor to the GX85. But it will have larger 20 megapixel sensor. This one has only 16, but it's not a big problem for me. With the GX85, you will have some great features such as in-body stabilizer, electronic viewfinder, tilting screen, great manual control, and just lovely camera overall. Now let's talk about lenses. Obviously, with the Fuji X100VI, it has a 35mm equivalent lens. So in Micro Four Thirds, we have something like the Olympus 17mm, both the f1.8 or the f2.8 version. If you want a more compact lens, go with the f2.8. However, if you want larger aperture, go with the f1.8. Both are great lenses. Unfortunately, I don't have them right now, but I can also offer you some alternative. First is this guy right here. This is the Panasonic Lumix 14mm f2.5, also a very compact lens, and the field of view will be wider compared to the 35mm field of view of the X100VI, but this is still a great lens nevertheless. If you want larger aperture but still wider kind of focal length, I would recommend this guy right here. This is the Panasonic Leica 15mm f1.7, a really great lens in my opinion. This will have aperture ring, very similar to the Fujifilm's built-in lens. And then we also have something like this. This is the Panasonic Lumix 20mm f1.7. This will give you a tighter focal length compared to the Fujifilm's lens. And I think that's nice if you want a little bit of variety, if you want to focus more on your subject, get more of that depth of field effect, slightly more compression, that kind of stuff. If you want to save a little bit of money, you can also just use the kit lens that comes with the GX85. This is the Panasonic Lumix 12 to 32mm f3.5 to f5.6, a great lens as well, and it is a zoom lens, so it is more flexible than just the prime lens. And yeah, if you want to mimic the Fujifilm experience, just zoom it to around 18mm and you'll be good to go. Or if you want to go a little bit crazy, then you can just buy all the lenses that I mentioned so that you have all the options that you need for your Micro Four Thirds camera. Oh, stop it, Gary. Don't tell people to buy more camera gear. Anyway, joking aside, I know that finding this GX85 camera and all the lenses that I just mentioned is getting more difficult these days because truthfully, these are classic Micro Four Thirds camera and lenses. The GX85 was released in 2016 and all the lenses that I mentioned have been around for so many years. So if you are okay with buying used camera gear, then I think you can still find some great deal on the Panasonic Lumix GX85 and all the lenses that I just mentioned. Anyway, with both the camera and the lens of your choice, you can create a setup that can capture the essential experience of the Fujifilm X100VI by having a rangefinder style camera and also a lens with a focal length of your choice that is not too far from the 35mm experience on the Fuji X100VI. Sure, this little guy won't give you high megapixel sensor or large sensor. It also won't give you that fancy hybrid OVF EVF viewfinder. It also won't give you that Fuji JPEG look or that premium build quality or the other exclusive benefits from the Fuji X100VI. However, you'll end up with something that's very compact, very lightweight, and it's very versatile that it can capture plenty different kinds of photography genres and video. You can capture landscape photography, scenery photography, street photography, environmental portrait, travel photography with this camera and lens setup. I will show you some sample pictures right now so you can have a better idea what the GX85 and any of these lenses can actually do. Sure, Micro Four Thirds might not be the best of the best, but from my own personal experience, it's not too far behind. The image quality might not be full frame quality, but it is very good and definitely more than good enough for most people. It is significantly better than smartphones pictures, and then the single autofocus is really quick and instantaneous and just accurate. And it's also very compact and lightweight, making it perfect for travel. And if you're not traveling, you can just put it inside your everyday bag and it's not too heavy. It won't become a burden for you. One important thing about the GX85 that I really noticed from it is that this camera is really fun. It is very addicting, makes you want to take more pictures. You cannot really put it down. It's just so inspiring. It has a lot of mojo and character. And I think this kind of feature is very important to have in a camera so that it can inspire you to take more pictures and to enjoy photography. Anyway, the whole point of why I make this video is not to obsess about the gear choices. Forget about the X100VI, forget about Micro Four Thirds, just forget about your cameras and lenses. Nowadays, people just obsess over gear upgrade, hoping that the marginal improvement will make their photography better. But the truth is that many people forget to just go out and take pictures and practice photography. And that's really something that's making me concerned. People keep asking me, hey Gary, should I buy the Fujifilm this one, or the Sony that one, or the Canon this one, or the Nikon that one? And truth to be told, if I care about the utmost image quality, I won't be using Micro Four Thirds camera right now. I will be using a medium format digital camera. It's that simple. I don't really care about my gear. I only care about it up to a certain degree, but after that, all that I care about is just to practice photography and try to go out and try to make better pictures. I document the whole process of how I come up with some compositions, my pictures, and also the behind the scenes. I make them into vlogs and it will be on a POV format so you can see what I'm seeing on the vlogs and you can check out those vlogs up here. Hopefully that can inspire you to take more pictures. But At the end of this video, I want you all to rekindle again with the joy and passion of photography. Don't just obsess about gear. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, I want you all to forget about that shiny, latest, greatest nonsense new camera that is on the YouTube or the social media. Just forget about them and throw them on the garbage can. Number two, pick up your camera and lens and just go out and start taking pictures. Number three, enjoy and have fun with every step of the process of picture taking, from composing your pictures, setting your camera, focusing, and pressing the shutter button, and finally getting your end result. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all for today's video. Hopefully this has been inspiring, informative, fun, and enjoyable for you. So please let me know in the comment down below, what is currently the camera that inspires you the most. Also, if you have any question, please comment down below as well, and I will try my best to answer them. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. And if you really enjoy my work and want to support me even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below, or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.